In this class, I will be doing class 9 CBSE syllabus circles chapter. This is the 10th chapter in our textbook. Already 2 exercises I have completed in my previous video. Now this is the third exercise. Draw different pairs of circles. How many points does each pair have in common? What is the maximum number of common points? So this is the question given. So we are asked to find the maximum number of common points circle have. Okay, so when we take 2 circles here, there is no point in common. There is no point in common here. If we draw a circle like this, there is no point in common we will have. Then, if we draw another circle here, we will get 1 point of the circle in common. So, we will get 1 point in common. This is 1 point in common. So, we don't, first one is separately when we are drawing, there is no point in common. When we draw a circle like this, we will get 1 point in common. Only 1 point we will get it in common. Okay. Then, another pair if we draw. So, we will get 2 points in common. 2 points in common. We will get 2 points in common. So, the maximum number of common points when we draw 2 circles is only 2. So, here for this there is no point in common. If we draw circles like this, there is 1 point in common, and if we draw circle like this, we will get 2 points in common. What is the maximum number of common points? So, the maximum number of common point is 2. Suppose you are given a circle, give a construction to find its center. So, a circle is given, we are asked to find the center of the circle. Okay. If we are asked to draw a circle with any radius, with the help of a compass, we will use a point. A center point will be given. Center point we will take. From that center point with the given radius, we will draw the circle with the help of the compass. So that is the normal thing we are doing. Here, only a circle is given. Okay, we are asked to find the center of this circle. So for finding this center for this circle, we will take 3 points. So first point is, let P, Q, R be 3 points on the circle. 3 points on the circle. So first on the circle, we are marking 3 points. P, Q and R. 3 points we are marking. Anywhere it can be taken. Okay. Then join PQ and QR. Join PQ. So we are joining PQ and QR. Then draw perpendicular bisectors. Draw perpendicular bisectors for PQ and QR. So how to draw perpendicular bisector? So with P as center, more than half, in the compass we will be drawing 2 arcs above and below this segment PQ. With the same measurement, with Q as center, again we will cut the previous arc. Okay, then we will join this point. Join this 2 arcs. Okay, so the point where these two, since I am not using compass and all, we are not getting it, or else exactly it will intersect. That is at the center point. Center point it can be joined. At the center point it can be joined. Like this we will get. Like this we will get. We will get it at the center point. Okay. So the same procedure we have to do for this QR also. We are going to draw perpendicular bisector. We will get like this we will get. Okay. Then the point where we have to extend both the lines, that is inside. The point where both the perpendicular meet, that point is the center of the circle. The point where the perpendicular bisectors meet, that point will be the center of the circle. So anywhere these points can be taken, for any two cards, we are asked to draw the perpendicular bisector for any two chords. So when we join that perpendicular bisector, we will get the center point. Okay, draw perpendicular bisectors for PQ and QR. The point where both the bisectors meet inside the circle is the center point of the given circle. Center point of the given circle O. BO. Okay, so we take that as the center point. Okay, this is how we have to find the center of any circle. Next sum is, if two circles intersect at 2 points, prove that their centers lie on the perpendicular bisector of the common chord. Okay, so for proving this, we will take two circles we will take. Okay, the center of the circle, we will take it as O and P. Center of the circle, we will take it as this. For the center is O. For this circle, the center is O. For this circle, the center is P. Then, two circles intersect at 2 points. So, this will be the common chord. We will take that common chord as AB. Okay. Two circles intersect at 2 points. So, these are the two circles. We will give the name of the circles as O and P. And this AB be the common 2 points. Two circles intersect at 2 points. So, at these 2 points, they are intersecting. Okay. Prove that the centers lie on the perpendicular. So, this is the center. Prove that the center lie on the perpendicular bisector of the common chord. So, this is the common chord. So, this common chord, prove that their centers. So, this is the center. The centers lie on the perpendicular bisector. Perpendicular bisector of the common chord. So, we are asked to prove that the centers lie on the perpendicular bisectors of the common chord. So, for proving this, we will join OA, AP, OB and BP. Okay, so what are all the things we have taken? We will write first. Let O and P be the center of two circles. Center of two circles. Let A and B be the 2 points common to both the circle. Common to both the circle. They intersect at 2 points. That was. Okay. Then, so this is given. Let O and P be the center of the circle. Let A and B be the 2 points common to both the circle. Okay, they intersect at 2 points. The intersecting points are A and B, are the 2 points common to both the circles. Okay, then, so construction. So construction is, we are going to do something extra in this. That is, we are joining this. Join OA, OB, BP and AP. So these are the points we are joining. OA, OB, BP and AP. These points we will join. Now, proof is, first we will take two triangles. That is the point where that intersect, that point, common point, where both the lines, that is AB and OP meet at point M. Okay. So now we will take two triangles and prove the congruency. Okay. One is OAP. We will take triangle OAP and OBP. Okay. So in triangle OAP and triangle OBP. So these two triangles we will take. So in these two triangles, OA is equal to OB. That is the radius of the circle with center O. So OA is equal to OB. This is the radii. of circle O. Okay, then AP is equal to BP. AP is equal to BP. Radii of circle P. Radii of circle P. Then OP is equal to OP, common. OP is equal to OP. So this is common to both the triangles. Okay, OP is equal to OP. This is common to both the triangles. So by SSS congruency, both the triangles are congruent. Therefore, triangle OAP is congruent to triangle OBP by SSS congruence. By SSS congruence, both the triangles are congruent. Now, we can say that AOP, angle AOP is equal to angle BOP. These two angles are equal, we can say, by CPCT. Therefore, angle OAP is equal to angle OBP by CPCT. By CPCT, I am telling that these two angles are equal. AOP, angle AOP, that only I told. AOP, this angle is equal to BOP. BOP, these two BOP, these two angles are equal by CPCT. Okay, so we have proved that these two angles are equal. Now, we will take another set of triangle, that is OAP. Okay, this is AOP. AOP is equal to BOP. That is, since this M point is there on the line segment OP, we can say that angle AOM is equal to angle BOM. So this is equal. AOM is equal to BOM. Now, we will take another set of triangle. Which two triangles will take? In triangle OAM, in triangle OAM and triangle OBM and triangle OBM. So these two set of triangles, that is this smaller part OAM, this triangle, and OBM, this set of triangle we will take. These two set of triangles will take. So in this, OA is equal to OB. OA is equal to OB. So this is the radii of the circle. This is the radii. Then OM is equal to OM, that is common. OM is equal to OM, that is common. So two sides are equal. Then just now we have proved that AOM is equal to BOM. AOM, angle AOM is equal to angle BOM. So this is proved above. Proved above. So by SAS congruency, triangle OAM is congruent to triangle OBM. So this is by SAS congruence, two sides and one angle. By SAS congruence, both the triangles are congruent. So we can say that AMO, this angle, AMO, angle AMO is equal to angle BMO. Angle BMO. So this is by CPCT. So by CPCT, AMO is equal to BMO. So these two angles are equal, we have proved. But we are asked to prove that the centers lie on the perpendicular bisector of the common chord. So AB is the chord. Okay, since AB is the chord, we can say that AMO plus BMO is equal to 180 degree. Chord means it is a straight line. Chord AB is the straight line, we can say, straight line. So in this, two angles are there. So when we add the two angles using linear pair, we can say that it is 180 degree. That is, angle AMO plus angle BMO is equal to 180 degree. So this is by linear pair. By linear pair, we can say that these two angles are equal. Okay, these two angles are equal to 180 degree, we can say. Just now we told that AMO and BMO are equal. So when we are replacing this BMO by AMO is equal to 180 degree, we can write this as 2 times of AMO is equal to 180 degree. So angle AMO is equal to 90 degree. AMO is equal to 90 degree. Okay. What is the thing we are asked to prove? Prove that their centers lie on the perpendicular bisector of the common chord. So perpendicular bisector means this is perpendicular, that is 90 degree. Then we have in the previous theorem, previous two triangles we have taken, no, AMO is equal to BMO. Same way we can say by CPCT, we can say that AM is equal to BM. That also we can say. So this is by CPCT and AM is equal to BM. This also we can say by CPCT. Okay. So these two lengths are equal, perpendicular bisector. So we have proved that this is perpendicular and this one is the bisector. So we have proved that the centers lie on the perpendicular bisector of the common chord. So these two lie on the perpendicular bisector of the common chord. Okay, so this is the proof. Understood? So with this I am completing today's class. Whatever doubts you have, you message me in the comment box. Thank you.